imagine what would happen if they took like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat away.
The whole wall was full of mirrors. So to me, that was creepy. How do you feel about TikTok being banned for one day?
Yeah, she was.
She starts reading it. To me, that gives me the chills. And she just grabbed your hand and she was reading it and she was telling you your future.
Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Totally Unfiltered. I'm your co-host Myra.
And I am your co-host Carolina. We actually have some drinks today. I have water in this cup and Myra has a strawberry dragon fruit from Dunkin'.
It's so good. Talking about Dunkin', oh my god. Let's tell them about what just happened to us before this episode.
We need to.
Yes.
We went to Dunkin's to get her a drink, and while we were waiting in the drive-thru, we were about to order, and I turned around and I see two guys looking out the windows.
Crazy.
And it had like a little curtain, or it wasn't a curtain, it was one of those
like a blind.
Blinds.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pushing it, and I'm looking that way, and all I see them is they're like this, waving the whole time.
This.
And I'm turned around and I look at them and I turn to Myra. Myra looks at me and she's like, "What?" And
I was like, "What are you looking at?"
I'm pointing at her and I'm like, and then we both are looking that way to see what they're waving at.
Yes.
And then we realized that it was us. And we were like,
I was like, "Oh my god, not again."
So they come out the door and we start yelling because we're like, "What's going on?" I'm so scared.
I was like, "They're coming."
I was scared.
Oh my god.
And then they come to my window and Myra's like, "They're telling you to put it down." Mm-hmm. So I put it just a little bit and they were like, "How old are y'all?" And I was like, "We're 26. He's like, "Both of y'all?" I was like, "Yes, we're both 26. And he was like, he looks at his friend and he's like, "Oh, y'all are too young."
We're too young.
We're too young. He's like, "We're too young."
But you know what's crazy about that? That's a big compliment. That means we don't look 26. Like we could literally pass as like probably like 19-year-olds or something.
Yeah.
That means we look pretty young though.
But it was crazy because
yes.
I've never had that before until that one thing that happened
we
at
always
Walmart.
Get that when we're together.
When we're together, all the time.
All the time.
It's so weird because no one ever comes up to me when I'm alone. So it's so weird how every time we're together, someone always has
something
to come
crazy happens all
something
the time.
Crazy, yes.
Like that. Like I know probably people are like, "Oh my god, it's not crazy," but like it's just weird. Like why? Like every time it happens, like I don't know what it is. It's like they have like a little radar that's like, "Oh my god, girls," or I don't know, but it's just crazy and it's so funny. Like it's crazy. Talking about that, oh my god, let's tell them about the crazy stories that we have gone through. Like we've been through so much, but we are very crazy when we're together. So I'm gonna tell you guys about the time we went to like that lady psychic, whatever she was.
She was a psychic.
Hand reader psychic. I think she was a psychic.
I think she's a psychic. I don't know what a psychic is. I mean, what is
that's
the definition?
Like when
but
yeah,
she reads your palm, the lines on your.
Well, it's either that or like they supposedly it's kind of like tarot, I guess. They also could do tarot, I think.
Nope.
But it's like tarot cards.
Really?
And they foresee your future or whatever.
No, but she was reading your arm.
Oh yeah,
your
she
hand.
was.
She grabbed your hand and she's like,
yeah, she was.
And starts reading it. To me, that gives me the chills.
Well, we were crazy at that time, and I was like, "Oh my god, you need to take me. I want to see what they say about my future."
It's because we were young. We were freshly out of high school. Mm-hmm. To me, that's still young. And Myra was like, "Let's go get our hands red. Is that what it is?
Yeah, red.
Red." And I was like, "I'm not gonna do it, but you can." And she's like, "Let's do it." So I looked it up on social media, and we found this place here close to us. And I ended up calling the number that was on the sign. Mm-hmm. And to me, it looked sketchy because it was at a house, and there was no cars.
I mean, it kind of looks professional. The sign did.
The sign did, but not like the whole no cars there, and it was in a house. To me, it was creepy. So we called her, and she answered, but she sounded like we just woke her up.
Yeah, she sounded like she just got out of bed.
And when she opened the door for us, she was wearing a nightgown. So I thought I was like, "Oh no!" But we decided to go in because we were already there. Yeah. And when we got in her house, she had, what did she have?
It's like a bunch of mirrors, like the whole wall.
The whole wall was full of mirrors. So to me, that was creepy because everywhere you looked at yourself.
Pero también tenía santos.
Yeah, I don't do that.
So that kind of creeped me out. I'm not gonna lie. Like I know that's what they have because they're like readers or whatever, psychics. But it was kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Just the mirrors creeped me out because it was just all mirrors. I was like, what the heck? I think that like it's not good to have mirrors like that.
Not
like,
facing each other.
Especially when you sleep. I've heard that you're not supposed to have a mirror in front of your bed. It's like a portal or something. I've
Yeah,
heard
we're
that.
opening portals.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
So anyway, it scared us, and then she took us back and I guess started.
It was a room in which she had a candle, and then she had, I don't know if she turned the lights off. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
And she just grabbed your hand and she was reading it and she was telling you your future. And she was like, if you want more information, you have to give me more money.
Future that didn't happen.
So I was like, this is a scam. So then we ended up getting out the room and she was like, wait for me here. I don't know what she wanted to go do.
Yeah.
But we looked at each other and we ran.
Yeah, we did. Got in the car, ran. We started laughing too.
We did.
Like, I felt so bad though.
Crazy.
Because I know she's probably like, what the hell?
She was
But
very old too. Very old.
it's just scary and sketchy, and like nobody was there. It was only us. So I don't even know if she still was in business, but I mean,
I don't think she was.
I don't think she was either.
I don't
But
think
it was just so crazy. Oh my god, talking about the psychic readers, I have also seen like a lot of TikTok, like they have those little tarot people readings. Do you believe in that?
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I think it's a scam. I don't believe in them.
I'm half and half sometimes, just because sometimes the things they say is true. But you have to be careful because then like there's random ass people that are just pulling cards and like you can tell that they're fake. I'm not gonna lie.
They
like
are,
they're just like
though.
this. No. Yes. No. It's like you're not even shuffling the cards sometimes. So I feel like if you go to someone that knows how to read it, maybe. But
I
like
still don't
TikTok,
believe
I
them.
just think it's like a little scam. I'm not gonna lie.
Talking about TikTok, how do you feel about TikTok being banned for one day?
Oh my god.
One day.
Literally, TikTok getting banned for one day was like the death of me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm guilty. I was one of those people that was freaking out. I was one of those people that was very upset that TikTok was gone. I was sitting there and then I saw my notification that said it was gone, which they took it like a day before the actual day. It was
Yeah,
like the
they did.
18th. And I was like, what the heck? I don't know. I was upset because I love doing TikTok videos. What about you?
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I was also guilty because I was upset, but I have mixed emotions with it. I was upset because I get all my information from TikTok. If I need to cook something, all my ingredients, I go to TikTok.
Yeah.
If I need advice, I go to TikTok. If I need to know about something, some news, I find it all on TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok is my news. But I was also happy because I think that that's what we all need right now.
Yeah, a
We
break.
just all need a break from social media
Mhm.
because TikTok can mess you up mentally too.
Yes.
Like I'm telling you, I will stay sitting down and I would be like, I'm only gonna be on TikTok for 30 minutes. An hour
Literally.
passed by, I'm still scrolling on TikTok. I'm like, okay, a couple more minutes. 3 hours would pass and I'm still on TikTok, and that
Yeah,
is not
literally.
good for you. It's not.
I'm literally laying in bed and then I'm like scrolling through TikTok and then like 3 hours go by and like I have to get up early in the morning. But like it's so addicting, like you just want to stay on there because like video after video, like you're just so addicted to it. But with like, do you imagine what would happen if they took like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat away? TikTok, like imagine if people were freaking out over TikTok.
People nowadays freak out for a 1 day snow.
Yeah.
So imagine people getting freaked out for a 1 day snow where everyone's going to the store and getting all the groceries. Literally, there's no more food at all. There was no more meat when that whole snow happened.
Well, this is why the government doesn't tell us anything, to be honest.
I don't blame them though.
Yeah.
Because it's just if they're already getting scared and thinking that it's the end of the world because of all that, imagine what would happen if
Well, like
they would tell us
That
that we're
would
not
also-
supposed to know.
I would be really upset if social media was taken away because you wouldn't be able to know what's going on with like
The world?
people. Yeah, the world, like your friends, like you know, people that you know but you don't talk to every day. Like you really kind of wouldn't know what's going on in the world. Yeah, basically the world. You wouldn't know, and that's just kind of scary.
Well, that's why I say that it's a mixed emotions with it. Like it's a good thing, but it's also a bad
Yes,
thing.
it is.
Because you learn everything from, or you know everything because of the platforms of the social media.
Yeah,
To me, it's just crazy.
kids nowadays grow up with it. We didn't grow up with it.
We did
back
not
in the
grow
day.
up with
Not as much, but we did. I guess like by high school, I would say, because I remember Kik was a big thing back then.
Kik started in middle school, didn't it? I remember
I think
Kik.
it did. I used it in
remember
high
Kik.
school, I think. I don't even know if I had a phone in middle school, girl.
I don't
Like,
think I had a
literally,
phone in
kids
middle
nowadays
school.
have phones, and I'm like, I was so broke. I was like, I can't even afford a
My
phone.
little brother, he's
My bad.
11 years old. He has an Apple Watch, a phone, a tablet, or whatever he has,
Same.
a computer. And I'm like, at 11 years old, I was busy playing outside.
Yeah.
I was playing Power Rangers outside
Yeah.
with my friends and everything when I was a kid. And nowadays, kids, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, are on their tablets.
Which I don't know if it's a good thing. I feel like they kind of need a break sometimes for their brain to like go do something else. Like we used to use so much imagination back in the
Well,
day.
not only that, it's just it can also, like I told you, it can also mess you up, especially being a kid. You can see a lot of things on social media.
That is
Right now, there's a lot of bad things going on in social media. So I feel like kids grow up, this new generation grows up, and they're seeing that and they think that it's okay when it's not okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff happened in this world because of that.
Yeah.
And I feel like this world is just, it's getting crazier.
It is getting
to me,
crazier.
I know that there's a lot of people that literally say, this world is going to get better, it's going to get better. But to me, I'm like, it's just getting started.
It is.
It's going to get bad.
It's also the way people are raised, or just in general how people think. I don't know. I don't know. Just people are like kind of messed up in the head. I feel like, I don't know. I wouldn't do things that some people do, and it's not because I've been taught. It's just because that's just the person I am. I don't know. I just don't think that way. But don't get me wrong. I love social media, and I'm not gonna lie. Now I feel like I couldn't live without it, which is such a bad thing to say. Because sometimes I do want to break from it, and I literally just pull up a book and start reading it.
But it's not
To take
only
a little
that.
break.
It's also, I get it, because also a lot of people, that's their job. Social media is their job. So I understand that. Like you, I know that you wanted to start a career in the social media platform.
Yes.
You know, on TikTok. You want to be a YouTuber. So I feel like that's also another thing, and it's like, I just feel like a lot of things happen for a reason. I feel like they do. I feel like God does things for a reason. I feel like if you wouldn't have gone through what you went through in the past, or what you went through 2 months ago, we would not be sitting here doing this. We would never have started a podcast at all.
Well, do you imagine like if we never went through our breakups the first time, we would have never connected.
We wouldn't have.
We wouldn't have.
Crazy.
I would have never reached out to you,
Mm-hmm.
and we would have never connected. So that's the thing. Like anything can happen, and I know everybody says that all the time, but it's really true because I've seen it, and it's happened to me several times. Where you can be sitting right here right now, but tomorrow could be different. You could be having a good day, and then tomorrow could be like, wow, the worst day of my life. And it's just so crazy like that, because 2 months ago I wouldn't be seeing myself where I am right now. And don't get me wrong, like every day is better and every day is getting better, but it's just crazy how life works, honestly.
That's the thing, because you never thought that you were gonna be here, or you were still gonna be, you know, where you're at right now.
Well, like I
2
never
months
thought
ago.
we were gonna start this podcast and everything.
I never did. Honestly, if you tell me, I never thought that we were.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why I say live by today, don't live by tomorrow, because you just don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. If you want to do something in life, go ahead and do it. Don't care about what anyone thinks or what anyone's gonna tell you, because there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna tell you you can't do it, and it's like you can do it. You can. And you shouldn't be with people that are gonna be negative and be like, no, they're gonna bring you back down. Don't do that. I feel like a lot of things happen in this world that you should you should cherish your life. Don't take life for granted. You should honestly take, you know, your family and cherish them, because they might not be here tomorrow. And I feel like family is everything. Literally, they're the ones who support you and who are always there for you no matter what happens.
Which, I mean, I guess everybody has their own situation or problems. I guess some people don't have families, but just cherish the people that are there for you,
That are around you and that literally support you. I feel like if you want to do things in life, do them. Don't say you're gonna do them tomorrow or you're gonna do them next year. No, do them
because
now.
you know, like when I was, let's say I was 15, I thought so differently than I think now. Now we're 26, like living in your 20s. Now, like we're hitting almost our 30s. Like that's so crazy. When I was 15, I feel like I thought different. Life was different. And now you see, I feel like I've matured more. I'm not gonna lie.
We all.
Like, I think better than I did back then. Like, not that I ever did anything bad or anything like that, but I don't know. Do you like your life better when you were younger? Do you like it better now?
You know, honestly, I love my life. I love it. I think I'm happy. I'm stable. Obviously, I feel like I still have a lot that I have to work with on myself. I am 26 years old. I'm gonna be 27 this year, and it's like I'm getting older, not younger. So I feel like I still have a lot to work with. Like I said, I don't want to always live my life going to a job from 9 to 5. where I'm always like, I don't have time for anything, just work. But I also miss being young. I miss not having to worry about life, not having to worry about bills. I miss not having that responsibility. But like I said, I'm happy. How do you feel, being 20? You're about to be 27 this year. Are you happy with where you're at now?
I am happy where I am now. I think my life has taken a turn. Now, I'm gonna see where I go. My life is getting better, but we just never know where we're gonna end. I don't know, you see, when I was 15, my life was different, and like I said, I don't want to talk about it too much, like, not just yet, because I'm going through some stuff right now that I don't want to expose, or I don't want to expose anybody or talk about it right now, but my life is very different now. But it's getting better, and I think it will get better. Like, 26, I feel like we're not that old, but we're not super young anymore. So from here on out, what I want in life, which I've always wanted, is just to settle, like find a husband, have kids, like I said in the last podcast. I just want to live a normal life, I guess. That's just kind of all I want. And I feel like,
but it's like
I'm
you're still young.
Yeah.
You're still young. I know a lot of people are like, oh, we're about to be 30. But I feel like 30 is the new 20s.
Yeah.
30, like, I think you still have a lot of time to settle yourself down and find a man that is the one. I feel like I told you, God does things for a reason, and I know that He has a person for you out there, and you're gonna look back 5 years later and you're gonna be like, wow.
Yeah, there's no rush, but honestly, whatever happens, happens. But this is a good way to end the video. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notifications on. That way you don't miss any videos.
And don't forget to comment down below any questions or advice you guys would like us to talk about, conspiracy theories, anything like that. But we hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.